So I found me a Hypno yesterday while grinding up my team in Cerulean Cave, and I realized I needed one for the living deck, so I picked that up, just showing it off here, just to have it on the record that that is now a thing. Speaking of the grinding, my choice of gyms to grind off of, because I didn't just grind off of Whitney's, I also grinded off a couple of other gyms, but my choice of gyms has actually seen me off-screen reach 251 Pokemon seen. Because, yeah, the only two I had left to see were the very last two in the Pokedex. And so, yeah, both Ho-Oh and Celebi have been registered as seen in the Pokedex because they are on gym leader teams at this point in the playthrough. You'll find out who's got which, Pokemon when I go and do the full-strength leader rematches once I've gotten all 16 badges. I'll probably do Cerulean Cave before then, though, just because, I don't know, we're going to see a hell of a lot of gym leader matches soon, so got everybody up to 60. Still going to be planning to grind them up to 65 before I take on the next gym leader, which may well come about in this segment if my traversal of the Tin Tower here does not take a huge amount of time. For all I know, it couldn't. I might be done within 10 minutes, so only way to find out is to go in and do it. I am pretty much stocked up. I've got an escape rope with me to get out of here as quickly as I possibly can. I've stocked up on 50 Ultra Balls. Got some more repels as well, because I don't want to be dealing with wild encounters here, because there's probably not going to be much here that really interests me. I can't say I expect the wild encounter tables to be changed in any way, shape, or form here, so going to go ahead and put up the repel here, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Tin Tower, because this is probably one of the more unique dungeons in the entire game, due to the fact that we've got all these little leaping ledge thingamabobs, or ramps, I guess. And you've got to, if you want to really just clean this place out of everything that it has to offer, you pretty much have to take pretty much every single pathway you possibly can. And on the occasion, I'll have to see if there's any hidden items here. I don't recall there being any, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that. But one of the reasons I consider this to be one of the weakest dungeons in the game, to be fair, it's partially because of the horrific encounter that I had with this in Pokemon Crystal Kaizo. It was nothing short of... I don't even know what kind of negative light I can really describe it in that's not really considered paying it a compliment, because that's just how freaking abysmal this is. Also, I thought my repel had run out, but no, I just grabbed a max potion there. Just lovely, not paying attention, just because I'm pretty close to having like a PTSD moment just from the Crystal Kaizo Tin Tower, because it was terrible. It was basically just this sort of setup, but there were pretty much like so many different branched paths that you could take, and getting to one set of stairs that will lead you up like this, like, took you through maybe 3 or 4 different freaking floors just to get to the set of stairs that you want to, that will help you move forward. It was about as confusing and... Oh, I didn't need to grab the escape out of the PC now, that's... Nah. I'm trying to think of the word. It's definitely confusing, but there was another word to describe it. Just confounding. I don't bloody know. You just didn't know where the hell to freaking get to, and I got to a point where I had to save state and go through different pathways. And then sometimes when I loaded save states, I'd get phone calls immediately, which just wasted more time. And it was absolutely horrible. And then I got to the top of the tower finally, encountered Ho-Oh. Save stated beforehand, of course, because Lord knows what the hell the thing would have been packing. And it's a good thing I did, because the Ho-Oh in that game has both Whirlwind and Roar, which, to put simply, means it has a 50% chance of just ending the battle immediately and saying, fuck you, you're not catching me. Too bad. And to make matters worse, Lugia had the same sort of thing going for it, although its dungeon was not anywhere near as terrible to traverse. It's just... you get up to the damn thing and you've got a 50% chance every single turn that it will just bring the battle to a close and just sort of flip you off in the process. So, that's part of why I've not been a huge fan of the Tin Tower. In addition to that, of course, there's just, you know, I'm doing this to sort of grab as many of the items as I possibly can, and that means I will have to do a whole bunch of backtracking and just going through different paths and trying to remember which paths I've taken, which ones I've not, and that can sometimes just sort of mess with your head. So, yeah, probably my least favorite dungeon in the game, although I do give it credit for being at least unique and somewhat interesting, but navigating it a little bit more of a dick than it really should have any real right to be. So, there you go. Watch me just completely spend the rest of this time in silence, because I don't have much else to bloody talk about. But we're at the point now where we've got these little red tiles, and they allow you to teleport to different areas, and that's how I'm going to need to grab some more of the items here. I think this is the pathway that'll take me up towards... It'll either get me to an item, or it'll get me to the top of the tower. I think the other one gets me to an item. Yeah, I think this is Nugget or something like that. No, Max Elixir. I think the one to the south here, yeah, that one there is probably a Nugget. Yeah, here we go. Is this a Nugget? Yeah, there's... I knew there was a Nugget here somewhere. I like the position it was... I like the place it was just sort of put in. It was almost like a... Almost kind of barricaded. Kind of looks like a bit of a throne type thing, just to put a chunk of gold just sort of chilling out there nonchalantly. I'm just going to grab that and bloody sell it off. So... just do a bloody dunny hoop around the frickin' teleporter right there. That's very good. Now how do I get up to that item? Well, that one didn't seem difficult to get to. HP up. Definitely going to be using that immediately. Because why not? I need padding. What do I want to go for here? Yeah, I want to give it to Charm, actually, because Charm has the lowest HP by an absolute country mile. And as a physical tank, it really shouldn't have such a low amount of HP. At least in comparison to the rest of the team. So, definitely feel like that's probably a good spot to put it. And because I'm getting a crap ton of money from gym leader rematches and stuff like that, it means I could probably go and blow my 200k cash stack here on some more vitamins. I actually had 260k before I had to grab more repels and ultra balls and stuff like that. Now, I feel like there's one more spot I haven't been to yet. I want to try to double check that before I move on up. Because I found out, because I have found the way to get up to the top of the tower now, so I just got to retrace my steps to get back there, but it's not difficult. I think it's like here, and then up. And I believe this takes us to, yeah, there we go. Go up there, and then we're atop the tower. I was not exactly expecting this music. This is... I can never remember where this came from. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. I was thinking of Pokemon games, but no, this isn't actually a Pokemon soundtrack. This is the intermission screen music when you're playing All-Star mode in Smash Bros. Melee. I knew it was recognizable. I just couldn't quite put my finger on it until now. Okay, who do I want to lead with? Zuno seems like a decent shout since I can hit it with Surf. Might as well go with that. I'm dealing with another Fire-type Legendary, so getting the getting it down to a low amount of HP is... Oh, no, getting it down to 1 HP with False Swipe is not going to be really doable. And now that I think about it, I actually haven't even put False Swipe on this thing. It's fine, though, because it's almost certainly got Recover, so I'm not going to bother with that strategy. I'm just going to go in here, go with the Surf, and hopefully have that work out in my favor. And just like with Lugia in the segment earlier, we have an 8-bit version of Ho-Oh's Heart Gold Soul Silver theme playing in the background here. Always nice. I'm glad to see that it's got Fire Blast Given the fact that Lugia didn't have Aero Blast when I fought it, I guess Sacred Fire is not actually going to be on this thing's moveset, which I'm quite glad to see, because Sacred Fire does have a 50% shot at burning the target. I think it's 50%, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see if Ice Beam can kill it. Well, let's see if Ice Beam can't kill it, I say, as it recovers and assures that I cannot kill it with Ice Beam. That's what I was getting at there. Jeez. Yeah, you had no chance of killing. Oh, geez, Sunny Day. That was not good. Sunny Day decreases the power of Surf, which means it's not going to do a great deal of damage. It might as well just be a neutral hitting attack here because of the damage reduction there. And at this stage, I don't really want to risk sending in Elegiggle here, because if it launches a Fire Blast, it's probably going to knock it out in one go. Plus, it can outspeed as well, so makes me wonder. And keep spamming that recover. I feel like it's going to take a while before I can even throw a single ball at this thing, so I think you're going to strap in for this one. Of course it has Gust. Why wouldn't it? At least it has some kind of excuse to have a shitty flying move. Lugia just doesn't. Its signature move is frickin' flying. So do I send in something as Death Fodder? I feel like I might want to send something in as Death Fodder, but that doesn't sound like a very good idea to me. I'm probably just going to wait until Sunny Day wears off, because I'm confident enough in Elegiggle's defensive capabilities that even if, like, it could probably tank a Fire Blast at full health. I'm just not too sure if it can go in, get hit with a Fire Blast, and then get hit with another one and survive. So 51 Ultra Balls, because I grabbed one on my ascent up this tower. And immediately break out. Certainly doesn't help that I've not been able to get a... Oh. I forgot that weather can just be turned back on even if it is already turned on. Alright, well, I need the paralysis here to give myself a decent shot at catching this thing, so I'm going to have to take the risk at this point. Okay, Gust is not going to do jack shit. And it crits anyway, and actually greatly concerns me. And Fire Blast. I knew that it was going to do that. Please tank. Wow, you actually did. Alright, well I won't complain about that. It means I can start lobbing balls, and I feel like I should probably grab out a different move that can hit this thing hard, because Surf is not going to hit hard enough as long as Sunny Day is up. A turn where it does not use Recover is a turn very much valued. Apparently the game doesn't value it quite as much because it's still making this thing break out immediately. That's lovely. I'll probably throw one more ball after this and then speed up. 3. Oh. We're going to have this ordeal again, it looks like. And recover. It's actually just occurred to me that the hard-hitting move that I was thinking of earlier is probably going to be Thunderbolt. So let me go ahead and use up a max potion here. Patch Elegiggle back up and see what it decides to launch at me here. Sunny Day. I think that's like the third or fourth Sunny Day it's used. Sunny Day only has 5 PP, so it should be right. Let me throw a backup save somewhere. We'll go slot 4. See what Thunderbolt does to this thing. I'm hoping to not knock this thing out. Okay, that works. Okay, never mind, it doesn't, because it just used Recover. Alright, let's see if Thunderbolt gets the knockout here. I'm hoping it can hang on with like 1 HP. Nope. Okay, so now I'm up the creek, because Fire Punch isn't going to do anything. Thunderbolt is going to get the knockout, which... this is a tough one, because I don't want to just... Like, what do? I just lob a Fire Punch and that does what? Bugger all. It brings it down to the yellow, which I guess is kind of beneficial, but... I want that thing to have far less health than it does right now. Because if I lob this Ultra Ball, it's probably going to just break out immediately. Well, I got one shake, but I feel like I would have been better off if I was able to get this thing down. So now I'm in a situation where I'm actually wanting it to use Recover here. And of course, it uses Recover when I don't want it to, and then when I finally want it to use Recover, it just flat out refuses. It annoys me how much damage that Gust is doing, actually. I mean, I resist the damn thing. I mean, it's on Ho-Oh to be fair, but I'm still resisting the damn thing. It's still pretty, it's pretty shit to me, honestly. And now I'm just in a spot where I'm heal spamming because I'm hoping for this thing to launch a Recover at some point. And it is instead just going to be an obnoxious asshole in regards to that. And making me waste balls. Oh, for God's sake. You do realize Gust sucks, right? You could very easily kill me with something else. Thank you. There's the damn Recover. Now, throw a save state, because if I land a crit, I'm going to be pissed. That, I suppose, works. Come on. Okay, it's in the red now. And of course, now it decides to go with the Recover. I'm not going to save here, though, because if it does knock out, and it does not. Okay, this is as good a spot as I've been in this entire struggle. 10th ball, I believe. That did not work out quite as well as I would have liked. And more recovery spam, and this time I cannot Thunderbolt it. Okay, now if my count is correct, that would be its 5th sunny day, so it can't bring up sun anymore once it runs out. Finally gets down to the red Recover. Of course. You're fucking kidding me. Apparently that... No, I still think it can survive that. Depending on... Yeah. So I guess last time I just, got like max damage or something like that. I don't even know why I'm using my save states as often as I am. It's probably just, like, for the sake of not having to bloody chop out a whole bunch of footage and all that sort of stuff just to make it as clean as possible. Come on. Okay, Recover is nice, since I can just smack it with Thunderbolt here. At this stage, the only reason I'm save stating it, even at these points, is because if I land a crit, then it gets knocked out, and this is basically just... If it saves time, then I consider it justified. But if it's like before to manipulate stuff, then I feel a little bit less vindicated by it. It's... yeah. Honestly, now is probably not the best time to go frickin' debating about whether save state abuse is right or not, because I'm just trying to frickin' catch this damn bird. Crit on the Fire Punch is always nice. Yeah, let me lob another frickin' Fire Punch. Why was that so difficult to frickin' say? Waste a turn to friggin' heal. That works. I think it's blown through both of its Sunny Days, and Fire Blasts. So I don't think, at this point I'm pretty sure it can't really heal up any, it can't do hard damage or power up its Fire Blast. That's basically what I'm getting at here. It can still be obnoxious and heal up, but I feel like it might be a good idea to go back into Zuno and actually use Surf, because I'm pretty sure a Surf from here is not going to knock it out. Hyper Potion. I like how I'm blowing all these Hyper Potions and then I'm going to need to bloody buy more for the last two gym leaders. Right, let's see what Surf does. There's no sunlight up. There will not be any further sunlight for the rest of the fight. Oh, that can actually be a two-shot. Crap. Psychic won't knock it out though, right? Doesn't even bring it to the red. That's annoying. Oh, of course. The one turn I decide not to save state before attacking is the one turn it lands a goddamn critical. You absolute twit. So yeah, that was just a complete waste of time. That's why I've got the bloody save states there, but apparently the game's just gonna make me save state literally every single frickin' goddamn turn. Because it's like, if you don't, we're gonna make you crit and waste more time. I'm just gonna be an obnoxious dick like that. At this stage, what depresses me the most is that it has a 50-50 shot at healing its HP. And it's just going to keep hitting that 50-50 shot now. That's what makes this bloody obnoxious. I'm not too sure what it was about Lugia that was easier, to be honest. Because Ho-Oh, for some reason, is just proving to be much more obnoxious. And just as I say that, it turns that Ultra Ball into Christmas colors and decides, yeah, you have proven yourself worthy of my services. Not that I will ever actually use those services, because that thing is going to be rotting in the PC for all of eternity. Yay. Yeah. Let's get the hell out of here using the escape rope. Alright, that has left me with not a whole lot to say. At this stage, 7 minutes, blah 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 blah. I'm strongly considering going to Challenge Blue right now. I mean, I would have to cut the recording so I can rag candy everybody up to 65, because I'm not challenging him with a team of 60s. But, eh. Well, I guess it'll even out the, things. Yeah, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say screw it. I'm just gonna fight him with a team of 60s. I'm not even gonna give him the extra rare candy boost. I'm just gonna fight him with a team of 60s. Screw it. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna push the segment beyond 30 minutes. It better not push the segment to 40 minutes, because that will be horrific. But we're just gonna go fight Blue. Why the hell not? We don't have to deal with any of his lackeys or anything like that, because he's just in the gym. He's by himself. He's gonna have an obnoxious team of 6, but with any luck, we'll be able to deal with it. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, his lead is gonna be an Executor. I think it's Executor. We're about to go find out. But I'm going to lead with El Oscuro because he's probably the best pick to deal with that. Save state slot 4. Let's see how this goes down. I'd have loved for this particular gym leader to have had unique battle music, but oh well. Maybe for a later update. Anyhow, Executor lead it is. 64, which is what made me kind of think that the team of 65s isn't quite necessary to knock over this guy. I believe his strongest Pokemon will be, I think, 70. So there will be a big sort of level difference, but I've gotten over 10 level plus differences before, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to deal with. Let me go with the Protect to see what this thing wants to set up with here. Just going to go straight with the Solar Beam. Alright. Well, if it's going to stick with the 2-turn moves, then I just set up a Toxic. I said set up a Toxic. I'm pretty sure I did say set up a Toxic. Okay? So, yeah, here. Toxic. Thank you. Now, assuming it's going to keep spamming Solar Beam, I just keep using Protect. Yeah. This thing is not going to cause me any more harm. It'll probably take a little bit of a while to knock it over as the poison builds up. But if it's just going to stick with the Solar Beam, it will just flat out not do anything to me. And the leftovers are just going to slowly heal me back up. So that's going to put Eliscuro in a pretty decent position going forward here towards the rest of his team. Because then I can just Toxic Stall anything else out that I feel that I need to. Now, I'm pretty sure a Feint Attack from here should actually knock it out. So I probably don't need to use Protect here. Yep, there it goes. Critical is definitely welcome. Not too sure if it was entirely necessary, but I'm happy to have it. Arcanine is up next. Now, obviously you don't want Cutman like... It's like, even if it lacks speed, it's probably not going to matter because I'm thinking it's got extreme speed, so... It doesn't have the best special attack, so I'm going to see how Cow Days does here. I'm going to try to set up a Curse and maybe Earthquake this thing. Oh, no, it outspeeds and gets the Flamethrower off. Question is, how powerful is that Flamethrower going to be? Sadly, that's a 2-shot. Outspeed with a 2-shot will actually see Cow Days be able to do exactly nothing. Unfortunately, that's what, 100 for 106. Yeah, that's not going to do the trick for us, unfortunately. Oh, wait, Quick Claw. It's probably not going to KO the Arcanine, but it'll still do a decent amount of damage. But yeah, there's the Flamethrower that's going to put Cow Days on its ass, so... I guess even if he loses, I can offer him some roast beef, but, not quite what I was hoping for there. Do I want to follow up with Chum? I'm just not too sure that Sludge Bomb's going to be able to knock it out in one shot. Even with the amount of HP it's got left. And I don't want to go rushing in with Zuno. I might not have a choice though. Let me go Chum. Sludge Bomb should be able to get over that. Going with a Fire Spin for some reason, but I'm alright with that, especially if you miss. Alright, Arcanine's out the way. He's probably got a Gyarados as well. Actually, no, I think he has... Oh, he's got an Alakazam, definitely. Do I want to go in with Eliscuro and whittle away at it with that? I think that's probably the best idea, because I'm not outspeeding it with anything on my team. I'm not too sure what else this is packing in regards to moves. Its one stab is completely ineffectual here. So do I want to go Protect first, or do I want to set up Toxic? Set up Toxic. Okay, Reflect. I'm alright with that, actually, because... That's the second time this battle you've missed. For God's sakes, Eliscuro, what the hell is wrong with you? What is Toxic's accuracy? I'm pretty sure it's like 95. Kind of makes me wonder if there's like some kind of accuracy mechanic in these games where like the higher your target's level is than you, like it reduces the accuracy by 1. So instead of it being 95, I guess it would be 89 here. But that's really bloody stupid. I think The only thing that should really apply for is one-hit KO moves, and even then I'm not too sure if that's actually accurate or if that's exclusive to a ROM hack or something. But I read somewhere that some bloody game had, like, one-hit kill moves that increased in accuracy depending on how much higher your level was than your targets. So, feint attack, yeah, that should be a two-shot actually. See how that goes down. I'm not a fan of that paralysis, but I should be able to get around that. Is this gonna get the knockout? No, it's not. Alright, well I can ignore the speed drop here and get in a quick attack. And that should account for the Alakazam, so that's that threat neutralized. Right on. You are gonna take a serve to the face. No questioning that one. Unless for some reason it outspeeds and somehow connects with a friggin' horn drill. Oh my god. Fury Attack. You're the 15th gym leader in this game. And you're using Fury Attack. Is that just a reference to your shitty movesets when you were the champion back in Red, Blue, Yellow? Because that's the only way I could really see any sort of justification for having Fury Attack on your level 68 Rhydon. It's dumb. Anyway, he's got a Blastoise, I guess just to establish the fact that he's canonically in possession of the Blastoise, because that was what his starter was. So, I'm alright with that. It's a nice little touch. Also, 71. I was not expecting 71. To be fair, I was only expecting 70, but it's not like one extra level's gonna matter a whole lot. Although, since Hydro Pump is a thing, I probably should have had the foresight to connect a Light Screen, or even a Thunder Wave. And now, sadly, I'm in a position where I can't do either. Unless he heals. Cool. I'm alright with that. Because I'm going to set up the light screen here. That light screen should see me survive a Hydro Pump so I can get in on Thunder Wave and then I just heal and start smashing with Thunderbolt. Oh, go fuck yourself, game. That was not right. Stupid deck. Whatever. Might as well get some use out of the light screen by having something be really, really defensively sound. Makes me wonder what his last Pokemon is. Is it actually going to be the Gyarados? In before it's just a Pidgeot. What's Sludge Bomb going to do? Not a whole lot. Not doing a whole lot of damage, although I think after leftovers I might be able to tank. Okay. I've not used this before in the playthrough, so we're going to go for it. We're going to What the Fuck Boom. That puts Blastoise on its ass. Chum's sacrifice was not in vain. Now, Cutman Mike actually sounds like a decent enough shout. Depending on what his last Pokemon is. It should be a Gyarados. No, it's a Pidgeot. I don't think it'll do a whole lot to me, though. So, light screen goes down. This thing is not a special attacker in any way, shape, or form, so we're gonna somehow outspeed, get in the Swords Dance, and then just be immediately phased out. Good job. Yeah, no, Cutman Mike can, you'll be fighting Cutman Mike, thanks. Sky Attack, that's, lovely. That totally looks like a silhouette of a Pharaoh there. Also, it's a somewhat dumb animation. Which is sad for a move as powerful as Freaking Sky Attack. Alright, so I've got the +2 attack. Let's see what Steel Wing does. If it does enough, I'll probably get in a quick attack to snuff it out before it connects another Sky Attack. Yeah, you're getting a quick attack to the face. No more Sky Attack for you. Earth Badge get. And 35-minute segment, yay. Kinda wondering if I should have gone through with this battle, but I ain't regretting it. I just earned a massive cash stack. Uh-huh. What's that? TM39. What is that? Swift. Lovely. You're like one of the most powerful gym leaders in the game, and the reward for beating you is a Swift TM. Yeah, I'm not gonna give that any more time of day than it really deserves. So that's about it. Next time we're gonna be challenging Clair. That is all we will be doing. I'm gonna hold myself to that one, because I don't want these incredibly long segments to be a running thing for the rest of the game. Well, they probably will be. I've got Elite Four rematches, Gym Leader rematches, all that stupid stuff. Whatever. Ending.